So I'm wondering, so how do you look at what's going on over there? It must be Conference of the Oldies. But I really just wanted to stop by and see what you guys are doing, how you're doing it, and I see that you're visioning, so I apologize for interrupting your visioning. But just really wanted to give you a very, very warm welcome, because I know that it has been extremely difficult. Some of you got here easily, but some of you had a very, very hard time getting here, either logistically, the visa situation, or where's my bed going to be, or how am I going to finance the trip. And so I wanted to congratulate you, A, for having been so perseverant, for actually getting here, B, to all the wonderful organizers who made it possible for you to be here, and really thank the Qatari government that has made it possible for you to come. And I really want you to understand that this is a very, very unique experience for the Qatari government. They are not used to having this multiplicity of very, very different opinions, in particular from anyone who is not associated with a government. So I really think that they deserve a lot of recognition and a lot of respect for not only being tolerant of all of the diverse opinions that they will listen to throughout the next 2 weeks, but actually embracing it and making it possible for you to be here and welcoming you. So please keep that in mind when you approach the COP, and in particular when you approach our COP presidency, to really understand that they are stretching beyond the boundaries of what they usually do to welcome you and all of the other constituencies who are here. Above and beyond that, I am very excited that you're all here, that you're bringing your young energy to this, because you can tell that the steam is running out over there, and governments are trying to do the best that they can. But what is really important is that, from my perspective, the only thing that governments can really do is set the direction. They can say, okay, we are moving toward a low carbon economy. But how we're doing that, and how quickly we do it, and how much it's going to cost, and who's going to participate in that big effort, that's actually up to everybody else to discuss, decide, and take action. Because governments only go thus far. Governments are voted into power in most countries, and they will do what their elected, what their voters tell them to do. Hence, it is the voters, you all, who really have the power to indicate how things are going to be, done. So think of yourselves, if this were a really huge boat, think of the governments as being up on the captain bridge saying, okay, this is the direction in which we're moving, but think of yourselves as being in the engine room. You need to provide the impetus. You need to provide the push. You need to provide the very clear expectations, the very clear messages. And I'm not telling only you. This is something that you actually share with the private sector, that you share with all the rest of civil society, that you share with everyone who's not directly involved in the government negotiations. Because the governments will and have charted the direction.